Are you live on YouTube?
I am live on YouTube.
I'm live on Facebook.
Good. I have...
What's up?
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm going to turn up that sound a little
Deja
bit.
vu. It feels like yesterday.
I know. It was
And I still got my
yesterday.
90s jam. I still got my 90s jams going on in the back. What's up?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm Crystal.
I'm Jessica. As you know, we are It's Always Now.
Yeah, it's always now, baby. And we're waking up really early to get on here to...
Well, you're waking up.
Well, I mean...
I don't know. I woke up at like 8:30. I kind of slept in.
I guess that's late. Yeah, that is pretty late for me. I mean, I haven't gotten up. Well, no, that's a lie. I've gotten up at 8:30. But, like, this is the first time, I think, almost in my entire life that I've gotten up at 5 every Wednesday for a month.
Yeah, you're doing awesome.
It's incredible. But you know what? I'll tell you, I don't get up at 5 any other day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Because I was for a little while, but that was because I was going to bed at like 8 o'clock. But I've been staying up. I've been doing research until like midnight pretty much every night. I'm a night owl. I get a lot of my stuff done at night. Yeah, I do too.
It's just the way I am.
It's like my flow state.
Productive. Yeah, I'm more productive at night.
Like, so. I love waking up early and going to bed early, but at the same time, it made me feel pretty old. So I was like, I don't know. Because I always remember, like, when I was young, like really little, my grandparents would wake up at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, really?
But, I mean, like, I noticed that my mom's getting up earlier and earlier. You know, now, like, she's just like, I can't sleep. I get up. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I get up early, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want that ever to happen to me.
That's what my parents are doing too.
I mean, at the same time, though, I would say Wednesdays is becoming my favorite day of the week, and obviously because we get to do this. But secondly, I feel like I'm more productive because I'm up earlier.
Yeah,
so
you're like up and ready already. So it's like everything that comes after that is just like icing on the cake.
But I dislike how tired I am at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, I know.
I was like, no, I'm going to miss out on everything. Don't go to bed yet.
You're not missing out. You're not missing out.
No, it's all gravy.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Good.
Do you have any? I didn't look at our YouTube. Do we have any watchers?
We do.
I mean, it's pretty early. We do.
It tells me that we have 3.
Sweet. Hi,
yeah.
People out there in YouTube land.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
I don't know that we have watchers on Facebook yet.
That's okay.
So, I'm like, did I screw it up?
No.
You never know. I might have screwed it up.
I'll look. I'll check. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, I was gonna pull it up so I can monitor comments on both ends.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But while we're doing that, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. Are you doing anything tomorrow?
No, we never really do. We're kind of like keep to ourselves and just kind of taking time with the family. But we're pretty much always together anyway, so it's just like another day just with like a lot of food.
Okay, another day with a lot of food. Excuse to make really yummy food. What's your favorite thing to eat?
Honestly, my mashed potatoes and stuffing.
Oh yeah, I've had those.
I'm so addicted to stuffing and mashed potatoes. It's not healthy. It's not good.
It's so good.
I'm like,
this is the first. Oh no! This is the first year we're not gonna have my mom's stuffing. Somebody else is dropping off stuffing.
Oh,
that's family stuffing.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'm sure it'll be good. But you know, when you have your traditional,
you're just not used to it. Yeah, that's okay. Trying something new, that's a good thing.
Trying something new.
Yeah, giving someone else an opportunity to shine is like always fun.
Yeah, no, it's great. Last year I learned this new salad. It's called pink salad, and I'm obsessed with it. But
I
guess I'm not gonna get. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the fluffy.
That's what
Alicia made it.
Oh, okay. So
oh,
Zach's
your
girlfriend
girlfriend
Courtney
made it?
makes it. So
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. That's right. Courtney makes pig salad.
Yeah. Oh, my camera's going
That's
crazy.
right. I'm so stupid. I forgot about that.
No, you're fine. But yeah, no, she makes it so good, and I was like,
it's so yummy.
This is
And then
dangerous.
Alicia, Adam's wife, Alicia, she makes it too.
Yeah.
And then she taught me how to make it last year. And
Lucky.
so like I make it. It's so good. I was like, I need to make it, but it's not on the list of food for tomorrow. But I'm kind of like
sneak it in.
Sneak it in. It's sneak and fluffy. It's perfect for Kiki's birthday, which today is Kiki's birthday.
I know. Happy birthday, Kiki. We love you.
I can't believe she's 6 already.
I know.
And you can see
God.
she's like definitely old. Like
I can't.
She like the way she talks. And
I know. She's totally like this sassy little girl already. She's just like.
Many people have said she's my mini-me. I wonder what that means.
I know. People say that about Mia too, but I don't see it. Like,
oh, yes. Mia is, like, there was a picture you posted, and I was
dad.
like,
oh, yeah, my
looks
profile
like you
picture.
Too.
Well, that's good.
I was like, Mia looks so much like Jess. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, there was a picture of you when you were posting
when I was little.
Throwbacks, and I was like, that looks so much like Mia.
Yeah, she's
so
a little
cute.
chonker.
I always feel like the kids look like Daddy. I'm like, oh, they don't look like me.
No, they do. They
look
totally
like
look like you. I see you in, especially Misha. Like Misha
really?
looks so much
That's
like
usually not the one.
Really?
Everybody says Misha looks like David. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that.
It's funny.
I don't know. I see like all of you in her, and
ooh,
I think it's because
like
she likes that to shine a little bit more. She likes her girly side right now, especially because she's getting older. Maybe that's what it is.
She definitely likes to shine. She's really disappointed that she can't sing cover. So we were looking up laws of cover songs on Facebook or YouTube, and she was like, "What? Like, there's some hacks." But I was like, "Well, what's your goal with this?" She's like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Well, I don't want to limit myself." So I was all right. So I told her about the parodies, and she didn't really like that idea. Actually, she was kind of disappointed.
Aww.
No, she's like, "No, I want to." And for everybody watching, my daughter wants to dress up like Disney characters and sing their songs, which is fantastic. She literally sounds like Idina Menzel.
She does.
Idina Menzel, that's how you say it?
I can't remember. I'm not even gonna try.
The chick who sings the Frozen song. My daughter sounds like her.
Is it Menzel?
That's her. Maybe it's Menzel.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she was great. Like, she's a Broadway singer. So for your daughter to be able to hit those notes, I'm just like impressed, because I've heard Misha sing and she's crazy good,
and she just keeps getting better and better. So I'm like, I gotta encourage that.
Water really that flower, because honestly, she'll lose it if she doesn't use it. I wish I would have trained better.
You can just sing it so you can sing it and have fun with it. But we'll see. Maybe we'll make up a song that's Disney sounding.
So why? That's what I was thinking. Like, for her, I would probably try to encourage her to write her own songs, or.
Well, yeah, she does.
Like
she does do that. She does do that too.
She
you know her favorite song to sing is?
No.
Maybe you don't know it. It's called Evermore, and it's on the new Beauty and the Beast. But it's not sung by Belle. It's sung by Beast, and that's her favorite song to sing.
Really?
It's so funny.
She's so
cute. And
what's
funny is she can sing that song and then sing, Let It Go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Huge range of sounds.
So I really want to hear her sing Let It Go. So maybe she should record a video and just send it to me.
Yeah, she will. I think right now her favorite Frozen song to sing is the new one.
Is it from Frozen 2? Because I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can belt those, so I'll have her do it.
She's a babe.
she actually steals my phone and gets on my Snapchat and sends people Snapchats. So I'm sorry if you got random snaps from me, people.
Yeah, I got a Facebook message, I think, from her, and she was like, "Hey, it's Misha. Don't tell my mom." Ha ha. I was like, "You're so cute."
Facebook. Ha ha. I'm like, oh man,
she's adorable.
With all the research we've been doing lately, I'm like, what's on my computer?
Yeah, I know.
We've been looking up a lot of information, a lot of stuff. Just trying to. Oh, hi, Mom.
Good morning.
She's so funny. I just noticed that.
Oh, that's nice.
Commented. And
yeah,
if you are here, please say hello. We want to know you're here. I see people are watching, so say hello. Maybe you're listening and driving, so don't text and drive. But if you're not listening and driving, and you're just listening,
hit us with the comment. Let us know you're there.
Yes,
it's a great morning.
Yes, it's a really good morning. So I'm gonna bring something up now, and I lost my train of thought.
Aww.
So we've been trying to restructure our show and do different things. We've tried where we just had no plan at all, which was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Hey, Pockets, how are you?
Oh, hi, Pockets. Hi.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
What's up, Pockets? I love it.
Yeah, so we are restructuring our show.
We tried to be, free birds and not have a plan, but I think the plan is a little better.
Oh yeah, I mean, we did outline the first episode that got deleted. That was probably the best episode in my eyes. I really loved the way that it came out. And then we tried, just winging it. And winging it is fun, but I feel like we just kind of get off topic.
Last night was kind of last night was winged. We went on Facebook Live last night to test out, to see, because now we're live on both YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
And I felt like we were just talking, which was all we were doing because that's what we wanted to do. But I do feel I get lost if I don't have a structure.
We initially went live on Facebook last night because we were trying to do a reminder thing of, the stream today, and also letting people know that we are on Facebook now. So we're doing live Facebook and YouTube at the same time on Wednesdays. And so that's a new thing. And then we've also got some new videos in the works. They're not going to be ready for this week maybe, but
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try. We'll try. But we're going to be having videos come out on Fridays and as well as Sundays. So you guys have a lot of content to look forward to because it's going to be really good. So Sundays are going to be our self-care day. We haven't really come up with the name yet for what we're going to call it, but Sundays are
Self-Care Sunday.
Self-Care Sunday. Yeah.
It could be that.
I mean, those videos are going to be really good. Just tips on how to do certain things. And it's not going to be
what we're learning.
Yeah. And from my perspective, I think it's going to be more not us on camera, but it can be. We're not going to limit ourselves.
It depends on the content.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think we might have some interview episodes where we talk to some people that have really great stories to tell. Mm-hmm. Those are some things that I've been thinking a lot about doing.
Yeah.
And we've been chatting up many different ideas. We also are obsessed with talking about scary and weird stuff.
Yeah, aliens.
I love talking about aliens and immortal people and fake
modern day vampires.
That stuff.
Yeah.
We love just diving into those weird things, and we just thought it'd be fun to have a crazy Friday
for Fridays
episode where we dive into something weird that maybe I haven't seen or Jessica hasn't seen, and we watch it together, and you get to watch it with us.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if you like it. We love doing this. I love getting with Jessica and having fun, and it's been seriously the highlight of my week. I love it.
Hey, good morning, Robert. How are you? You guys are so awesome. Thank you for saying hello in the comments, because now that I know you're there, this is great.
Hi.
I know. I'm oh
yeah. I love it.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
What has been up lately? What are you looking at? What are you reading? What are you focusing on?
Okay. Well, I've been doing a lot of research on, because I'm writing my own how-to guides on how to begin meditating, a beginner's guide on how to find yourself. And so I'm kind of researching things to develop those. And it's been keeping me up really late at night. That and video gaming. I can't lie. I've been playing Apex Legends, but but I have
my Discord's like Jessica's on Apex Legends. I'm like,
yeah.
hey,
well, it's pretty much always open in the background. Like even when I'm not home, it says that I'm playing Apex Legends. So don't be fooled. But yeah. So beginner's guides to finding yourself or beginner guide to meditating, those things. So those are things that I've been researching and I've been learning a lot myself. So it's actually really awesome that we're doing this because like we said before in maybe a couple of podcasts that like the teacher becomes the student, you know? So I'm appreciating this for myself, you know? But I feel like it'll be beneficial information. But that's just basically going to be like what the Sunday videos are going to be like about. So I've been doing a lot of that anyway. But what about you? What
it's going to be really well. It's going to be really great. I mean, going back to the teacher becomes a student. The whole point of our episode today is talking about being focused on positivity, and I think that because we've started this, I mean, obviously, that's what I see. You know, you buy a red car, you see all the red cars. That's it's science, I guess. I don't know. But I notice things now that maybe I wouldn't have noticed before, and it's because if I see something that I think is really good and it affects me positively, now I'm like, I need to share that because we've made it a point to do that. And I'm now diving into things that maybe I wouldn't have. Like, we've been reading a lot of books lately. Well, I don't read very well, but we've been listening to a lot of books on tape, I should say.
Like the
on
Audible.
Audible's my friend. I love Audible, and those have been really great. Just like hearing failure, success story. Like they failed and failed and failed, and then they succeeded. And I've been listening to those. We just read the story called Shoe Dog. It's about the guy who started Nike.
Yeah, okay.
His story is crazy, and it seemed like he got pretty lucky, but there's a lot of things that went into it, and it was a good book to listen to. So if you need a book to listen to, that's a good one. A new one we've been listening to is called Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh.
And it's not a self-help book. It's not a how-to. It's basically, I think he says it's like an application book, which I guess he says take what you want from it and then apply it into your own life, which is what I do anyway. But it's really good. It's his journals from his whole life. Like he wrote a bunch of journals and he would write stuff down every day. And he said that he never thought that he would find those interesting now, but he started reading them one day and he's like, I just blown away by it. So he felt he needed to share it. So he's sharing it, which is another thing, others can do to like help others is, sharing what you've learned.
Yeah,
and that's
of course.
That's what we're doing. We've both been through some heavy stuff and I've learned so much, especially obviously the last, 10 months, 11, how long has this been going on? 9 months. 9 months of my life has been very different.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for it though.
That's good.
Very grateful. So I mean, that's more so what I've been doing is just listening to books on tape, and then obviously looking stuff up, researching, learning. What do the experts say? What do the experts say? But it all, I feel like it all goes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
It's all those things that you heard growing up. If you believe in yourself, you'll be magical. I mean, it's true.
That's true. I've been researching about self-efficacy, and it's basically your belief in your own ability to, like, accomplish a task. So, people with higher self-efficacy have better results because they believe in themselves. So it's,
exactly.
It's pretty interesting, though, like the things that you learn. And, Robert says he's been reading Stoicism. That's cool. I'm going to have to look into that.
I'll have to look into that, too.
Because I've never
elaborate, Robert.
Yeah, Robert, what is that? I'm going to have to Google that because I have no idea. Stoicism.
Sounds like what I would describe my grandmother, but maybe that's wrong.
I mean, I think...
Like stoic?
Yeah, like I would imagine that it would mean, like, how to be more stoic. I don't know.
Robert's probably like,
he's like,
girl.
You girls are weird.
We're like, come on.
We're very crazy girls.
We are.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yes.
But, yes. Okay. So, oh man. Today is very not normal for me. I don't.
No?
Normal Wednesdays have been on it. I've been on it. And today I just not on it today. I don't know why.
Oh, Robert said.
It's all good.
I think you say Seneca. Don't judge me when I pronounce things, okay? I'm terrible. Seneca and Marcus Aurelius are along the lines are what you are often talking about. It's a philosophy for a mindset. Yeah, okay, so I agree with that. My uncle actually posts a lot of Marcus Aurelius quotes. Like, I don't know, excuse me. I don't know if he does it on purpose, like if it's not on purpose. Of course he does it on purpose, but I don't know if he mainly posts Marcus Aurelius quotes or if it's like just like a historical thing that he's doing, but he posts them on Facebook, and so I've seen a lot of Marcus Aurelius quotes lately. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's really awesome. I totally resonate with that.
Look that up.
Yeah.
So I on this journey, I've found so many quotes that I didn't know existed, or I didn't know who said them. And I've been learning a lot of different things. Like Nelson Mandela has a bunch of cool quotes, obviously, and then Gandhi, and I've been finding all these quotes that I've learned my whole life that we've heard our whole life.
I know, but along the lines of like quotes that we like, I read one, or no, I was watching a little movie with the kids the other day, and there was a quote in that movie, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect because it's so true. And I posted it on Facebook a while ago. Let me see if I can find it real quick. You continue while I look for this.
Well, I was just saying basically, like, lately I've been hearing a lot of stuff, and I've been seeking out a lot of things that I've already heard before. And something about that, I mean, it's obvious that you don't pay attention to things until they become personal to you. But right now, given the state of the world, I think we're all kind of having the same feelings of uncertainty and doubt. Yeah. And we're all trying to find ourselves. We're trying to figure out who we are and what we want to be, because our reality is coming into question. There's a lot of questions going on. Yeah. There's a lot of confusion going on. And, go back to the basics. The simple, love yourself and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to do so much more. You'll accomplish so much more. You'll help all those around you. I mean, it's just good. Go to bed early, get up early. We were just talking about that, Yeah. It's good for you. You're more productive. I don't really understand why going to bed early and getting up early makes you more productive, because if you have the same amount of hours in the day, and you get up late and you stay up late, it's the same amount of hours, but there's just something about getting up early.
Well, in my perspective, it's about the sunlight. So we are more productive during the day because our brains actually require the sunlight to like charge us. And then there's a certain like the moonlight, or not the moonlight, but like that certain amount of time at night, it's like that's when your brain is like recuperating from the day and healing, and it does its best in the right cycle. So like, yeah, being up during the day is important. So because like I've even noticed that when I was staying up all night and then like going to bed all day, I was more prone to depression in that sleep cycle.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
And I experienced that too. And my son Brad, he complains of feeling depressed, and he's had that pattern. And I explained to him, something about that pattern is not good, and it definitely has to do with sunlight.
Yeah,
sunlight is super
just
important.
Like getting outside and getting fresh air, and like going to the park. Like I noticed, with the kids, every time I take them out and like take them to the park, they run, they have fun, they're in the sunlight, and they're like enjoying their life. Then they come home and they go to bed at a better hour, they get more sleep, they wake up earlier. So like really being part of nature and just like going outside and taking a break from electronics it really helps you to recalibrate yourself to a better sleep cycle. And you know, it's more important like for kids to be like trained that way, but I was not trained that way when I was a kid. So I had a really hard time as an adult, like trying to
adjust to that.
Yeah.
And knowing you need sleep. We're kind of out of sync right now. I think my kids are going to bed pretty late.
Yeah.
I need to fix that. But like overall, I mean, not too late.
Yeah.
Not too late, but not school time, bedtime like what we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Because we start school when we get up and get ready. That's just the way life is. I mean, we started earlier, but it's still not as concise as like when we had structured schools. But I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like it a little bit. I like a little bit of the unstructured, but I also appreciated the bedtime and the length of sleep, because I do see that affects them a lot if they don't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
And it's really important. I have a comment here from Renee.
Nice.
And she said, let me see if I can read it.
You can read it.
Mic at the same time. I can't read it. I'm going to put my glasses on first.
No, keep your glasses on if you need them on, girl. Like
I have my scratch glasses on.
They're cute. I love those frames.
You're so cute. My favorite quote of mine is I have no idea who my favorite quote of mine is I have no idea who it was, so I made it mine. A pat on the back is only a few short inches from a kick in the butt. So even if you are being praised, remember that you have to keep it up or you're going to get a kick in the butt. Oh my gosh, totally.
That is so good.
Sure. Absolutely. Like the moment, oh man, I'm getting all like flushed. The moment that, I know it's just hot in here.
Yeah.
The moment that we allow ourselves to relax, I think, and it's hard because sometimes like I just want to be like, ugh.
You know what? That's okay.
It's totally okay.
We need to remember that society's expectations are bullshit, and that we really need to just do what we feel is best for us in the moment, because our energy levels are not the same as like other people. So you don't have to live your life according to the same way that other people live their lives. You know, you're just as worthy of love. You're just as good as the next person. You know, take time for yourself, because it is important to rejuvenate yourself, and don't worry about society's expectations so much.
Definitely don't. But at the same time, if you're trying to accomplish a goal, you should keep up on it. I mean, like,
of course, but
a personal goal, like, because you'll get kicked in the butt, like she said. Like, if I eat a box of Oreos when I'm trying to lose weight, that's gonna kick me in the butt.
Well, true, of course. There's always going to be like a reaction to our action. There's always going to be the consequence to the things that we choose. Always. You know, and it doesn't always have to be a negative thing, but you know, you just have to be accepting of yourself, whatever it is that you choose to do, and whatever the outcome is, you have to accept it and be okay with it. That's the key.
Very, very much so. That's honestly the only way to get through most days lately. Just be okay. Just be zen. Robert said the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it.
Yeah.
Oof, yes.
It is.
Oof.
Well,
do you remember that movie? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you remember that movie? I think it was called Field of Dreams. I say it all the time. If you build it, he will come.
Oh, yeah.
So, that movie. So, these aliens, I think they were aliens. Gosh, I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. So I think they wanted him to build something. They wanted him to build a baseball field, I think, in the cornfields.
Okay.
So he kept getting this, you need to build it. If you build it, he will come. And so he mowed down or whatever you do to get rid of the cornfield, took down the cornfield and made a baseball field. And the person that came, I think, was his dad who passed away. Oh, I'm getting chills. That was such a good movie.
Aww.
But I think it had this like undertone of, you can manifest and build and bring whatever you want in your life. You just have to do it. And
you have to figure yourself out before you can choose. And once you choose, then you just, take those steps and live your life in line with your goal. Like, that's part of the thing that I've been researching too, is in the guide that I'm writing about, like, how to find yourself. you have to like give yourself time, first of all, without all this outside influence. So like give yourself time away from people and TV and things that distract you, and really think about like who you are on a really deep level. Think about what are your values, and like be honest with yourself about what you already are at this very moment. Like, what are you good at? What are you interested in? What are your hobbies? Like, what are you actually doing right now? And then you can build off of that to consciously create a better, like, structured, very direct system for yourself to create this life that you want. So that's kind of what I've been going over.
And I mean, I personally, I'm trying to think of times where I've actually been able to really accomplish something I wanted to do that's been very hard for me. Mm-hmm. And it sometimes feels like a light switch just goes on, mm-hmm. and I don't turn it off. And sometimes it's hard to get back to that. But we were talking about, I think was this yesterday, that if you want something, you're going to do it. And if you don't, you're not. So you need to think about why you're not doing this thing you claim that you want to accomplish. Like, why are you not doing it?
Yeah.
Because if you're unhappy, change it. Like, yeah. I know that's easier said than done, but like, make steps, take baby steps to doing things that make you more happy, make more time mm-hmm. for yourself. We fill our time with garbage. We really do. Mm-hmm. If you structure your day,
we're
how much time
are
you
distracted? We're not being conscious
we are.
about the choices that we're making. We're not being conscious about what we're consuming. So right. That's part of it too, is don't be a mindless consumer. Be a conscious consumer and only take in the things and only buy the things that are going to help you accomplish your goals. So that's like a huge thing that people need to be more mindful and aware of their self and what they're allowing to consume.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, like for us recently, we've kind of had to do this, but like, we don't buy random things anymore. And I'm not saying that I bought things with mindless intention. I probably bought it because I wanted it. But now we make like this really big conscious effort to be very sure of what we're buying. Like, if we're going to buy something, is it going to bring me joy? I mean, obviously we have needs, but things that we don't need, we don't just go buy anymore. I mean, we can't really afford to anymore, but like, the financial freedom that has given us is huge, and that takes away a lot of stress too. Mm-hmm. So like, being budget conscious it does make you happier. I can't stress that enough. You know, knowing that you have enough money to pay your bills and support your family, it brings positivity, because money is probably the biggest stressor for a lot of people. I think financial burden is a big stressor, and you know, not having all of those fancy loans and cars and all that stuff, you know, you don't need it. You really don't. You know, I mean, you might want it, but you don't need it. You just if you need a car to get to work, it could be a bike. You could ride a bike. I really, really want a moped.
You do?
I just want like a little scooter. I do. I want a little scooter to like drive around. And David says I'm crazy because I'll hate it when it rains, but like I really do. But I don't need it, so I'm not gonna buy it. But like maybe one day. But I can definitely attest to the positive stuff that just not having those extra stressors of burden has helped me so much. I mean, I still stress about stuff, but like not like before.
Yeah, that's good. It's about being mindful about what you really need to pursue your goals. Like, you have to set your goals first, so you have to figure out what that is. But then, like for me, mine was I want to be a streamer. Excuse me, my voice is like going. But so I want to be a streamer.
It's early.
Yeah, I want to be a streamer. I wanted to do podcasting. I knew that I wanted to do something online because it's like what I love to do. So my purchases that I made were not influenced by what other people were buying or what other people were telling me that I needed, or I wasn't letting myself be influenced about that. I was looking for things that were going to help me be awesome on here. So like, and I know that I'm not perfect, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, get your goal in mind, and then only seek out the things that are going to help you to reach your goal. So, and that goes for people too. That's like, find people who are doing the same thing. Watch what they're
doing. Surround yourself with people that, maybe are doing what you want to do, and they'll motivate you. They're going to motivate you and inspire you.
Yeah, it helps you reach your goals faster.
And I think, like, if you're like me and a really good ad gets you and you're like, oh, I really want to buy that.
No.
There's some funny ads out there that I'm just like, I want to buy your product because it was so funny.
I know.
Like, I love it.
But the problem
it's not good.
That's like, you're allowing yourself to be influenced by the psychology that they're using in their ads. They're actually using psychology against you to make you want to buy certain things. And it's like, don't do that. Don't be a mindless consumer. Don't let them manipulate you. Yeah.
And I think as human beings, you naturally gravitate towards things that maybe others are looking at, wanting, or having. It's pretty common that people are like, oh, well, what's that? I want it too. Like, that's pretty normal. And I think a good solution to avoid all of it is get off the screen. Even though we're on the screen right now, I know we're on it and it's contradicting what I'm telling you. But spend less time on your devices. I know some people, they work on their devices. I do every day. I'm on my device all day, but and I don't need to be on my device. I'm trying to like put it away. It's so hard. Like, for me, it's hard, like it's been a struggle, but
managing your time is a very important thing, especially if you're trying to accomplish goals. So, time management has been a huge lesson for me in huge
for me too. So. Yes. So I brought this up, I think, first episode. I think did I talk about my top 6?
I think so, but I think that was the episode that got deleted. Right?
Okay, so I do this thing, and it might be super simple, and everybody might already have a method, but I don't know where I heard it. I heard this guy talking about it. It was like on some thing, and he was saying that like the CEO of like Eddie Bauer or one of those big firms talked about this top 6 thing, and he was telling this guy to do it because he'll see that his sales have increased over time or whatever. And basically, it was just like, make a list of 6 things that you really need to get accomplished in one day.
Yeah.
You might have 40 things in your list, but take the top 6 things that you want to accomplish that day and put them at the top and focus on only those 6 things. And if you don't complete all 6, take the leftovers and put them on the next day for the top 6. And for me, that has been, when I remember to do that, I feel like a champion. I'm like, whoo, because if you have a list of 40 things and you only get 5 things done, you kind of feel like a failure. If you take 6 things, and you can even do less. You could do 3 if you need to, top 3. Take 6 things. If you accomplish even half of that, it feels like a lot because it's only 6.
Because it is a lot.
And that
because it is a lot.
Because it is a lot. I just have felt so much better doing that. I write down 6 things and I get so much more done. I'm so much more focused because I'm kind of like all over the place as it is. I mean, obviously, I'm scattered and I go on tangents, but that has really brought me down, and feeling of accomplishment and being successful for the day is huge.
It is.
And it just makes you feel like you're on a cloud. I was trying to like describe that feeling, when you're having a really good day and everything is just flowing. I feel like that after I usually feel like that after we do this show. I feel like I'm floating. I feel like so good. I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm doing these things, and like if I'm eating better and I'm studying something that is important to me and I'm checking off these boxes, I just feel like I'm floating and I feel so good. High on life. That's a real thing.
I know.
So I highly recommend finding a way to manage your time. spending less time on the internet, because then you'll get less ads. You'll be less influenced. Going outside. We talked about that.
Yep.
Going outside. Go outside.
Yep.
Outside changes your life. I mean, I have made it a point to go to the beach once a week, and I think we actually go 3 to 4 times a week now. Like, and not even like on purpose. It just, that's what we do. We're like,
so
where do you want to eat dinner? You want to eat dinner at the beach? Yes, let's go. Like, I mean, that's just why we moved. That's why we moved here. I mean, I wanted to be near my family and at the ocean. I need the ocean.
Yeah.
But you know, if you live in the mountains or you live in the desert, there's so much cool things to see. Out there, there's tons of rad hikes by you.
Are and like just appreciating it for what it is and how beautiful it is. You know, because like you can take like what you would consider maybe the ugliest thing, and if you try to view it in the right light, you can make it a beautiful thing. You know, you can really see it as the beautiful thing that it is. So
yes,
it's all about your perspective.
Every place has it.
Everything,
yes,
everything is beautiful in its own way. So yeah, it's like it's all about the light that you choose to see everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
But that's part of consciously creating a positive life for yourself anyway, is like allowing yourself to recognize the beauty in everything, because then that like predisposes you to being a positive thinker. And then if you're a positive thinker, everything is beautiful, everyone is beautiful, and your life is going to just light up. You're going to light up from the inside out, and everything is going to be kind of given back to you in that way too, you know? So it does have a magnetic effect when you're a positive person, positive thinker. So that's part of it. It does. Yeah.
It literally affects everything, because when you're a negative person and you're constantly, you know, when you get in those moments where you're just like mad and you say things that you know you're like, you shouldn't say that because you're mad. It's just like you're just spewing all this negative, and you're like purposely being defiant, and it's just and it usually affects the other person. Like if you've got another person by you, now they're in a bad mood because of you.
Like
so like be a happy person. I mean, that's okay. There's something that David mentioned to me yesterday, is there's also a thing called toxic positivity. And I was like, I really had to think about that for a minute. I was like, I don't think you can be too positive, but maybe you can. Maybe you can. And I haven't even taken a moment to even look at what he even meant by that, or where he heard that.
Yeah.
But you know, yes, real life does exist. We do have bad days. We do. All of us do. What we're trying to do is find perspectives to help us get through those tough days.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're not always, you know, like today for me was kind of a disaster. I was having a rough morning and I was almost late to our show, and
no,
you know,
look at you though.
But
you were on time.
I'm good.
Right. You're awesome.
And keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Don't make it complicated. I each week I've slowly been like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Keep it simple, because it's still like, it's still going to go, you know, obviously don't go too, but it all works out. It's all good. I think we focus too much sometimes on the little tiny details,
on
that
the perfection or the idealistic, like expectation.
What other people think is expected. There's no expectation. We have no real expectation of what we're doing here, other than A, I get to talk to you every week.
Yeah.
And B, even if I get one person that enjoyed something that we brought to them that they didn't know about, that makes this all worth it. That's why I'm enjoying doing this. Plus 100%, it is changing my life. I am seeing it change how I feel and how I react. I mean, I'm still having days where I'm not doing so great, but like I'm more conscious of it than I was before, because I can't be out here preaching you need to try these things and help yourself if I'm not doing them myself. I have to take my own advice. And
well, I mean, and we're learning in the process of this whole thing too, so you're not
exactly. Oh, I got another comment. I need to read.
Okay, like, get those glasses on, girl.
Get those glasses on. I read somewhere, okay, Renee said, I read somewhere this week that it's okay to break the rules if it causes stress in your life. So I try to purchase with intent and not worry if the dishwasher is totally full to run it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know. I used to have these routines that made me kind of crazy, and I used to do some things that it was so unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this stuff that's been happening has just made me realize how much those things aren't that important, and I need to really focus on what's important. And I think everybody's focusing on what's more important right now in life, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm thankful for that in my own life. Like, what's more important than our family? You know, we've got a lot of time together right now.
Yeah.
it's been
good.
Great. And we're about to embark on the holidays stuff. You know, Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I know that a lot of places have a lot of stuff happening, and some people might be not able to spend time with people they want to be with. But don't remind yourself you're not limited. You can still call those people. You can FaceTime them, Zoom them.
Yeah.
You can still be with them in other ways. Because I've let that get to me a lot. The last couple of days I've been kind of sad because I mean I live very far from a lot of people that I love, and I can't necessarily be with them, but I was like, I still can communicate with them and tell them I love them and do all the things we would do if we were together in a way, even if it's virtual, and just
because like
know that you can still connect.
You don't have to have just like one Thanksgiving dinner. Like I know that several people go to like 3 different dinners in one day. Like they'll do like a little bit here, they'll do like they'll split it up between like courses. Like they'll do like an appetizer and then the dinner and then the dessert, like with different friends. So like, I mean, you can even eat with each other on like Discord or whatever. Like you can
Zoom
do
or
so
whatever.
many things. Because
there's a lot of rules out where you can't get together, and it's like, like people, you can still get together virtually. Don't let anybody tell you.
Some people are like worried about getting together, you know. Some people aren't worried about it and whatever. But like yesterday when Garrett brought up that comment about, is it bad for him to not want to go to Thanksgiving because of COVID? And we don't really talk too much about that stuff, but I told him, like, no, it's not bad of you to do anything that you choose because that's your own personal choice. You know, you have to do what you feel is right for yourself, and whatever that may be, don't worry about society's, like, stupid, you know, pushy expectations.
Rules or what?
Yeah, because most of the time it's not going to be right for you anyways. So do what's right for you.
It's hard because when there's like family conflict over it, it's sad. Like it's really sad that there's so much family conflict over all the decisions that we're having to make right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to not. Don't get me wrong. I'm back and forth every day about how I feel about things. And that's normal considering all the confusing information out there. But at the end of the day, I still know that I can make the best of it by just seeing the brighter side. I can still call all my family member, or you know, if you live far away from your family, you're not going to get with them anyway. So what would you normally do? You'd call them. So just remember that you can still have that connection with people. And if you don't have anybody to connect with, you know, I mean, you can always come say hi. I'm always here. I love Friendsgiving. That's like my favorite thing to do. I miss doing that. Yeah, I miss doing that because, you know, there's maybe some people out there that don't have anybody to hang out with on the holidays.
If you don't have anybody, I'll stream, and then you guys can have Thanksgiving with me on here. How about that?
I love that. That sounds fun. You should we should have Friendsgiving tomorrow online.
Do it. We'll do
fun.
it. We'll do Friendsgiving, and then if you guys are bored or lonely or anything like that, you can join us, and we'll be eating mashed potatoes.
Be like, what are you eating? Yeah, because I think it's you know, nobody should be alone. tomorrow.
Well,
And
nobody. That's the thing, though. Like, there's a lot of people who are alone every day, and it's just another day for some people, and I get that.
True.
But the more you can take time to try to like encourage yourself by surrounding yourself with positive people, the better. So, if you're just kind of bitter about the holidays or anything like that, like we don't even have to make it about the holidays, but just come hang out with us, and I'll stream.
We're here.
I'll go live if you want to come hang out with me, and then we can just talk about whatever. Like, we don't have to do anything. And if you guys
talk about games,
yeah, like video games, I'm a total video game nerd. But also, I was thinking that I was going to put my Discord information in on our pages, so that if people are lonely or if they want to just come hang out and chat with us, like if you guys have Discord, it's a really great communication app that is not just used for gaming. We're using it for right now for this. So, I mean, it's a great app. But yeah, I can put my Discord information out there so you guys can join my channel and we can just chat whenever, and that would be cool. So
honestly, and Jessica's really good at helping you get out of a funk. I know that I get in funks, and she just has a way with her words. She knows what to say. She knows what you need to hear, and she helps me a lot. So I know that, like, I've been thinking about that a lot, and I love you too. And that's why I was like, we need to do this, because every day she was posting, and she still does, but every day before she was posting things, and I was like, people need to hear these things. They're really, really important and positive, and they've helped me refocus my day.
And I think some of the things though that I was posting were more like, stop wasting your time with living a lifestyle that is not sustainable for you. Like, you're ingesting all of these things that are toxic and negative for you, and that are only having negative effects on you and your family. So, like, it wasn't pointed at anybody in particular. It was just like a message that I got from the universe about, like, don't waste your time with, alcohol and, meaningless connections with people, that type of thing. It was like telling me to say it, but it was for me. Don't waste your time with meaningless connections. Try to develop positive, real, genuine, loving connections with people, and spread the message of love to everyone, because this is a time in the world when I feel like there's such a lack of love, and it's really sad to me because there's not a lot of people who even know what love really is. And I didn't even really know what love was. I only knew what love was for the love that I had from my family and my kids. But there's like so many levels to love that it's just so like broad and perfect, and it embraces everyone, that, that's the kind of message that I have to share with people. And I feel like that's the purpose of me wanting to do this podcast too. So,
because everybody has a story to tell, and everybody has a reason maybe that they are being a certain way.
Yeah.
And if we can like change our perspective and have more grace and understanding for people, there would be so much less discontent. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's really hard to get along with somebody who is being very negative. But if you can tell yourself and understand that it's not about you, it's nothing you did, it's something that's going on with them, and to love them anyway, it just really makes a huge difference on how you are feeling and how you feel about that person. And they're angry for something has happened.
But you don't have to surround yourself with toxic people. And I wrote a little article thing about cutting toxic connections, because there are people who, are manipulators and who will try to use you for your good that you are. And so, like, I did write a little article about that, and I'll make a video about that one as well. So cutting toxic connections with people who are draining you on a constant like basis, or like a toxic relationship or anything like that, it's important for you to preserve your energy. So, like, yes, be loving, but you know, cutting toxic connections is so important. Because
don't put up with crap, people.
They need to learn. They need to learn that their behavior is unacceptable. And how are they going to learn that if you keep putting up with it? If you keep enabling them.
You need to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like a super confrontational thing either. It just, you know, like she said, be with grace and remove yourself from the situation gracefully. And just, you know, I definitely have some tips on that, so I don't want to go too much into it, but
no, you definitely need, you should make that video and share it because I will benefit from it.
Cutting toxic connections is very important though, so we'll make a video for that on Sundays.
yes. And I'm just so thankful everybody who's come to say hello. We definitely hope that we may brought something to you that you weren't thinking about, and maybe you're thinking about it now. And be sure to send us messages. Let us know, you know, what you're finding that's helping you stay positive.
Yes.
You know, self-help books. Charlie had posted the other day, what self-help books are you reading?
I know.
And I just adored that post because I was looking at everybody's comments and I was like, oh, this is a good one. I haven't heard of that one before, because there's a lot out there. There's a lot of stuff out there that can help us to be better. And, you know, striving to be better, you can't go wrong. It's always a good thing. So
definitely improving yourself it's one of my favorite things to try to do, you know, because I'm learning more about the world and the universe and myself. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm really happy to be part of this and to share all of this with you guys. This is my highlight of my week.
Me too. I love it. So we're really excited for our next couple of segments we're going to release. So stay tuned for those.
Yep.
One of them is going to be a little wacky.
Yeah,
please subscribe to our channel.
So you guys get the notifications too. You got to ring the bells and all that.
And if you think anybody can benefit just, you know, from talking about positive stuff or whatever, or they, you know, they just need someone to talk to, please let us know. We would love to just talk to them and try to, you know, help them out, and hopefully we're helping you out too.
Yeah, we do have to sign off now, but we wanted to make sure that you guys knew how much we love you, and I will make sure to stream tomorrow for Friendsgiving. If you guys are lonely, or if you're bored, or if you just want to come hang out, I'll be on here on YouTube, so that'll be fun. I'll also post my Discord information on our pages on Instagram, so if you guys don't follow us already, be sure to follow us on social media, because we do have some really awesome posts pretty much daily. So yeah, keep up with us, come hang out with us, don't be a mindless consumer. Make sure that you're living your life with love, and let your ripple be one that you create of love. So the time is always now to be happy.
It's always now.
It's always now.
Yep.
So we will see you guys later, and we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.